I am living a life where it feels like hopelessness, but it's not hopelessness because I believe in God. I trust Him with my life. He have had my life in His hand for so long. When I realize that I am not the one that have control over my life, God has my entire life in His hand and will do with it what He sees fit. I have been through a lot, and the hardest part of what I've been through is being sick, being chronically sick, suffering with chronic pain, degenerative spine. My spine prevents me from working like I should because I can't be on my feet for a certain amount of time. I can't sit for a certain amount of time. I spend a lot of time in my room on my bed. I am limited to everything in life. But through it all, I feel like I am the most blessed person. I am the most blessed person. When I first came to America, I was working a nanny slash housekeeping position in Manhattan. I was exiting the door one day with a baby in a stroller, which I was taking care of, and his sister, which was 3.5 at the time, was going to a preschool. So I was going to pick her up from that preschool with the baby in the stroller. Soon as I pulled the door open to exit the building, there is this piece of metal that's attached to the wall and the door to help it glide gracefully so the door don't bang. I don't know the correct term for it. But this was an old building, so the metal part was not hollow as you would find it in certain doors today. It was hardcore iron, and it fell in the middle of my head. I find it was strange because I felt the thing fall in my head, but yet still I was not in too much pain for me not to continue as I was doing. So I went and picked up this little girl from preschool, came back in the nighttime. I finished taking a shower and I was about to go to bed, and then I started feeling that my head is hurting me. But something surprising happened. My eye was watering. But my eye was not watering like somebody would tear up with allergies or any of these things. My eye was sending water out like a river, and I had no control over it. That tear was just running down my cheeks like somebody that is crying their heart out. And I was not crying. I keep on wiping, but it keep running. I keep on wiping, but it keep running. And then the migraine gets so bad. That migraine got so bad I had no choice the following day but to go to the doctor. When I went and explained to them the situation, they took an MRI of my head. And after they did the MRI of my head, the results they got sent them to get an MRI of my back, my spine. So the MRI of my head showed that my skull was fractured from the front all the way to the back of my neck. You could see the crack. They showed it to me. You could see it. Like, it was not just a straight line. It was cracked open, like when a chick is coming out of an egg. So I went with that and I did the MRI of my spine. Upon doing that, they told me that my spine was damaged by the impact as well. So it's no longer straight, it's crooked. In the center of it, it's coming down, and then it goes like this, and then it continues down. The diagnosis, the way the doctor explained it to me, was that there will come a time in my life where this situation would have consumed my life so bad that I would not be able to work at all. And I heard him, but I didn't understand him until many years later, when I really start feeling the effect. When it really got bad, I mean bad, was when I had my son. And it was a C-section, so I had an epidural in my back, in my spine. And for that, after everything was said and done, I realized I was not the same person. I couldn't even carry him the way that I was supposed to in my arms because of my back. And from there on, my son is now 18 years old. It have been so bad. It's been a minute since I have been able to do anything the way that I used to. I feel like I lose part of me. So the me that used to be I used to be able to do everything. And by everything I mean putting beds, putting things together. I used to make window curtains. I used to be the one that, if not every weekend, every other week, I used to change my curtains. I like different in my home. I used to be able to change the room around and all of that. Thoroughly clean my home by deep cleaning. I mean really deep cleaning, pulling everything out and putting it back. And I don't know. But I used to just like that because I've never been a party person. I'm a Christian. I've always been mentally, I have always been a Christian. But I stray away a little bit after a while. And so I could have gone to parties and clubs and all of this kind of thing. But still, I was not always in it. My thing is my home, and it's like when I'm in my home, I'm at peace. And the better this home can look, feel for me, it's good. Just to be clean and to have that mindset of peace. Because when I'm in here and I cannot do everything and everything is not clean the way it is supposed to, I should say, I'm not always at peace. I have learned to live with certain things over the years since I've been not doing too good, but not so much that I am comfortable with having a very dirty space to live in. No, I don't think I'll ever be able to be comfortable with such a thing. But unfortunately, my life, my health, and it brings in all of these things to my life that I have to adapt to. Friends I used to have walked away. I believe that if someone comes into your life and they belong in your life, everybody that comes through your life serves a purpose. Some are there to stay, summer day, just passing through. It's almost like you going, traveling that road, going to a destination, and it's just a stop, a hiccup on your way to your destination. So on that destination, you come across meeting different people, and the purpose is served, and you move along. And that's how I look at it. So at first I couldn't understand. There was a lot of things I couldn't understand in my life, but God have made it make a lot of sense. A lot of sense He have made it make over the years. And I must say, when my back was truly against the wall, when I needed somebody to rely on, when all hope seems to have failed, when I lose my home, all of the things that I have been through, the only thing that have kept in my life is God. And I have nothing but thanks and praise to Him, because He loves me unconditionally. And I cannot say, I cannot even begin to explain how much peace that gives me. I know more about God because I made it my duty to study my Bible, to not just know of Him, who He was, I know who He is. I needed to have what I call a relationship with God, to not blame Him for everything. Yes, God have my life in His hand. Some would say, well, He allowed this to happen to you. But He had a reason for allowing it to happen to me. I believe that He saved me from myself, whatever that was going to be. My pain now, when I go through it, I call upon God. My headaches, my sadness, my life, my bills, my bed, my peace of mind, my father, you name it, He is my everything. And because of that relationship that I have with God and my peace of mind at this point in my life, if I have to be honest, I would not go back and change anything for the entire world. I had a lawyer to sue the building owners because of my injury, because my doctor told me that I would not be able to do anything for myself. I wouldn't be able to work. I would not be able to survive in the work field. And so I got this lawyer, and he was supposed to be helping me and all of that. But to make a long story short, eventually I believe that the people that I was suing paid him some money, and he just messed up my case. I got absolutely nothing from it. I got nothing from it. So over the years, in spite of all my aches and my pains and everything that I go through, I still have to wake up and do what I have to do. No, I don't go to work every day anymore, even if I would love to. I can't. I can't. I'm that independent person that would love to do what she does, but I can't. I'm good where I am right now, spiritually. Physically, I'm broken. Spiritually, yeah, I'm good. I know my life don't belong to me. I know it belongs to God. I know with God all things are possible. Bible Psalms 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want." You'll not be, you'll not want for anything. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And I go by that. I remember being young, repeating and reciting Psalms 23. Then took me until I was an adult, a certain age, to understand the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It may not be what you want, but what you need. He says he will supply. I will supply all of your needs according to my riches in glory. And I can definitely testify to that. Definitely, I can testify to that. Yes, I can.